I think of strangers who magically become friends, live, on camera, and off camera.
Looking for a community of friends, like-minded people who are open and are here to share ideas about how we can be better as a people as a whole.
And give a safe place for
if anybody is looking for a podcast, I love it. It's inspirational, it's ingenious, and it unifies us as a whole, as people. Better me equals a better we.
a better me equals a better we.
Man, what was that?
All right, look. Come on, bro. Just messed up my intro.
My bad.
Nah, I'm playing. All right, look. Welcome back to another episode of the A Better Me Equals a Better We podcast. I am your host, Trey. This particular topic is going to be super hilarious today. And hilarious for some people, and it might strike a nerve for other people, depending if you've been in this situation before. You feel me? Like, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy, right? But I will say this, all right. So, as I said, I'm your host, Trey. I have a co-host today, Dre. You know what I mean? We out here thugging it. This is my little big brother, right? My big little brother, right? Because he's big, but still my little brother. So my big little brother. Today's episode number 11, is titled "The Fly Trap." As you guys can see, this episode is titled "The Fly Trap," right? And when I first started this, because I was gonna do something else, but I felt like lately with the current events that came up, and we was talking about the situation in the subway, and then we did another topic, and it was just like real super serious. And I wanted to talk about something that was maybe a little bit more personal, but fun, right? Or like I said, fun for some people, right? So the fly trap, right? My definition, I'm gonna just jump right into it, right? My definition of the fly trap, right, is that trap that maybe a person has you in, right? Like let's say you was in a relationship with this person, or maybe it's a job, or maybe it's just a certain situation, right, that has you trapped. And then occasionally we see it a lot with relationships though, right, where occasionally the person will, hey big head, how you doing, they'll get you back in your feelings, you get what I'm saying, talk to you and you know, massage your ego a little bit, whatever. But every time you try to take it somewhere else, what's up Hannah, every time you try to take it somewhere else, they always got an excuse or something like that or whatever. But they just do little things to make sure that they keep you around. You know what I'm saying? So that's my definition of the fly trap, right? Where either you or somebody else has you caught in a trap that they occasionally come back to check on or whatever, and then bounce, like when they done. Like, so what's your thoughts, Dre? Like,
That's a shadow to me.
that's a shadow?
That's a shadow.
What you mean?
At the end of the day, that always just reminds me of just hearing that from other people. It's like they want to see you win, but as long as you ain't doing better than them, so they're gonna sit there and watch. That's gonna be a little shadow trailing behind you.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like that. And you know what's so crazy? I think that's what it really be though. Like I think, especially when we talk about like from a business aspect, right? Like not even like a relationship aspect. I think like a lot of times it really be situations where you know, maybe you was in business with somebody, maybe y'all was cool, y'all was talking or whatever the case may have been, and you went your way, they went their way. But they always come and check, oh, how your little business doing, you know, how this doing, how that doing, or whatever. They tell you this, tell you that.
But it's always the shots behind it too.
Shot. Give me an example of a shot. Give me
my little business.
Right.
Like, you mean my little business.
Right. Your little business, or Oh, how you doing with so and so? You still oh, so and so still ain't washing the dishes, no? Like,
Oh
you know?
yeah, like throwing that little shade, like
Yeah, you feel me? And it really be like that. Like there are people that are really like almost, I don't want to say circle back, but they'll really check in on you with not with genuine intentions, just to make sure that you're still in the same place. And not even just, bro, look, not even just to make sure that you in the same place, but to make sure that you didn't progress
mm-hmm.
and that you're still available.
Oh, I've been through it. That's definitely true. So at the end of the day, you always gonna have them people that's in the wind still watching you.
You feel me?
And at the end of the day, there's a lot of people that makes them feel better.
Right.
Like, oh, I made whether it is in a relationship, oh, I left this person, but like knowing it was the wrong choice, but now it's like, are they doing better than me? And now it's like, okay, they're not. Oh, I feel a little bit happier with myself.
Right,
Like,
right. Make you feel good, right? And I think one of the key things about that is the availability, right? Sometimes people just want to make sure that you're still available to them. And we talked about this in an episode when we talked about boundaries and how everybody doesn't necessarily need to have access to you. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody can't have access to you, right? But when you're available to certain things and when you're available to everybody and you make yourself available to everybody, people are able to do that to you where they'll come back and you get what I'm saying and do things that'll set you back. I had a conversation recently. I was talking with a friend of ours. I was talking with Jose, matter of fact. And I was telling him, I was like, yo, bro, at this point in my life, I'm really realizing, and it took me a while to realize this because I've always had mad love for whether it was people I grew up with or, just people I've known over the years. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've always had mad love for people. So it was hard for me to kind of like, let's say I ain't talked to them in 5 years. Like, I'm the type of person, I ain't talked to you in 5 years. If you need something, I'm going to do whatever you need me to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? If somebody asks me for money, all right, cool. I got you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whole time, you might be smoking crack. Like, I probably shouldn't be giving you $10. Like, because you're not the same person that I knew back then. You get what I'm saying? And I say all of that to say, like, I'm just learning, like, to get to a point where, like, yo, you really got to leave the past in the past.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You really got to leave the past in the past. So now when you get these people that's coming to check their fly trap, you get what I'm saying? To see if you still available, to see if they could still run the same games on you.
And if they do, at the end of the day, you're not progressing as a person if you really think about it.
Yeah. Let's go into that.
You're staying in the same spot. If you allow somebody, especially that's either did you wrong, that never really want to see you win, if it's that simple for you to go back, where have you really moved forward in life? If they can literally sit there and suck you right back in.
Right. At any point, they can just come back and pull you back in. And that's crazy that you say that because I never thought about it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if, like, let's say, even if I progress career-wise, right? Even if I progress life-wise, if a certain person or thing can pull me back in, you get what I'm saying? Like, they come in, again, to check the fly trap, see if I'm still available, and see, if a certain person or thing can still pull me back in, like you said, that means that I didn't progress, even if it's just mentally.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that's...
You're still in the same spot.
Right.
Eventually. And all that is just causing more stress. And I really say it, and one thing I tell a lot of people, and this is not even to get too serious, I say the biggest form of depression is fake happiness.
You talking spicy. Usually that come like late episode. You just hit the ground running, right?
I'm saying, but it really comes to a point of that. So it's
Go ahead,
like,
say that one more time. You said the biggest form
of depression is fake happiness. The more you lie to yourself, how do you progress if you keep lying to yourself? So the same way you could say you over somebody or whatever, if they're still in the back of your mind and you'll sit there and run right back, how much are you really over a situation, whether it's a job, a person?
Talk your talk. And at the end of the day, like me and John said, I think it was 2 episodes ago, me and John said, John said, you get what I'm saying? You could lie to me. You know what I'm saying? You can lie to me all you want. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, You lying to yourself. That's
Yeah.
that's the most important part. People be lying to themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's so crazy where you'll tell yourself, oh, nah, I'm good. Like you said, I'm good. I'm over this situation. I'm over that. And ultimately you hurting yourself because that's how you end up getting caught by the fly trap. You know what I'm saying? Especially, and we all seen fly traps before, right? So we could even use it as an illustration. Like you see the flies, they on the trap, they wiggling, and then you might get that 1 or 2 fly that might be able to get off, or you see like, they look like they about to get off this joint. And you could be in a point in your life where you finally ready to get off the fly trap, but you lie to yourself and say, I'm not even in the fly trap. And now you turn around thinking you can run up the fly trap because you lying to yourself,
And
telling you
that exactly.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, that was something, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that was something. That was different. So what would be like for you? What would be some advice that you would have for somebody? Let's talk. Let's bring it like relationship wise, right? And not necessarily relationship because you might not be with this person, but let's say you in. All right, let's say you was in a relationship, right? But you got a person that you be talking to, you know, off and on and blah, blah, blah. And that person occasionally, like, you know, when you try to pursue something deeper, they don't be with it. But they occasionally come back. You know how them people do or whatever. How do you get out of a situation like that? You get what I'm saying? And then really say, if you're in a relationship, I'm just going to stay in my relationship. I'm going to pursue that. Or, you know what? You don't really want to grow, so I'm just gonna go find somebody that want to grow with me. How do you get out of that once you on the track?
You got to start fishing in the same lake. So at the end of the day, if I keep throwing that same line in the water and keep getting the same fish that come out, it's time to go to a different lake. Like I got to get myself out this whole situation. Like in this environment, it's only so many times I'm gonna keep throwing that same line in the same pond, the 2 fish, and then come out with one or the other. Now it's time to change my whole environment.
And environment plays a big part in that, especially when we talk about growth and all that. Like environment definitely plays a big part in that. And I know for me, I used to have a mindset like this, right? When it came to waiting on stuff, I used to have a mindset like, all right, if I'm waiting for the bus, right? And I done waited an hour and a half for this bus. If you live in New York City, you know how public transportation give it up, right? I done waited an hour and a half for this bus. And as soon as I walk away and say, nah, it's a dub, I'm about to just walk home, or I'm going to go call a cab, I'm going to catch a cab on the corner. As soon as I walk far enough that I can't run and catch the bus
bus is coming.
You get what I'm saying? Like, so, like, do you think that there's people out here that's really like, they afraid to leave because they think that they bus gonna finally come?
Their opportunity there. No. At the end of the day, that's time wasted. We do too many things, whether it's with jobs, relationship. We waste too many times seeing the better in a terrible situation. Like And at the end of the day, especially when it comes to relationships, the whole 9 is that we sit there and wait to see the better in somebody, knowing that this is time wasted where I could be growing with somebody else. Like same thing when it comes to job wise. I'm sitting here out here working this job where I can really be out here focused on something that
that's really gonna better me and really put me in a position. And you know what's the crazy part about it is, I always tell people this, right? There are people and they're like, yo, I don't know what I want to do in life, right? And what I found at a very young age, well, I'm not going to say a very young age, I was probably in my early 20s, right? And I started noticing people that were picking their fields and they was like really happy in their fields and they're like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I'm just going to stick here. What I started noticing was that what it was that they chose to do most of the time, right? Not all of the time, but most of the time, it was something that they had been doing all along, right? So like me, for example, as a kid, I heard from my cousins, uncles, siblings, parents, like I talk too much. I heard that all the time. I talk too much.
You do. No.
But now I have a podcast. Like, you get what I'm saying? And then even when it comes to sports, like I grew up, I thought I was gonna be the next Allen Iverson, right? I'm just gonna keep it real. Like I had hoop dreams. Like I thought I was gonna make it. But every time I learned something new, whether I went to the park, whether I came home, I always wanted to show it to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And now I train, hence Kingdom Hoops. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I realized, like, yo, what it is that you want to do. And look, Nikki said you be chatting. That's a fact. I ain't gonna lie, I do be talking, like, and I'm very conscious of it now, because you know, it ain't always time to talk, right? But I look at Kingdom Hoops, and it's like, yo, I've been showing people how to hoop all along. Like, you get what I'm saying? So now when I look at people, and it's like, you know, what is it that I should be doing? What direction should I go in? Like, you know, I'm trying to grow. You, like you said, you fishing in the wrong pond.
Mm-hmm.
You fishing in the wrong pond. What is it that you have a passion for? Because this person, this company, I know mad people that quit a certain job and went right back to the job because they had good relationships with them, right? I know that was me. At one point, I ain't gonna say what company is, because at the end of the day, I do know for a fact that this podcast is gonna blow up, and I don't want no lawsuits, and I don't want no company saying I'm trying to down them or nothing. But there was a specific company that I worked for that I quit, went somewhere else, didn't like it, went right back to that company because I was comfortable with them. So I quit, and then I still had relationships with them. So I think in that situation, I got caught with the fly trap.
Yeah.
Because I still have relationships with people that was in power, so they would hit me like, yo, you know, we got an opening.
And you was comfortable.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way to get caught with that fly trap, is when you comfortable. When you get too comfortable with something. And that's why a lot of people don't move forward, whether it's with jobs, relationships. You get too comfortable in a situation. But at the end of the day, if you don't take no risks, where you going?
That's a fact.
Nowhere.
That's a fact. So
Right.
so you I ain't gonna lie, you just said something very significant, bro. I ain't gonna lie, you've been really dropping them low-key jewels, and I'm not gonna let them go over people's head. I'm not gonna let them go over people's head. Even with 5 viewers, y'all need to share this. Right? Like, I need to share this because somebody need to hear this, right? First, you said change your environment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Fish in another pond, right? You said something else, but I want to tie those what I'm about to say with this, right? And then the second thing you just said is comfortability. That's real big, because I know a lot of people. Now, we just talking about relationships right now, and that's crazy that Hove just joined on Instagram, because I just told a story about you. That's funny. It's crazy that you mentioned being comfortable, because I feel like there's a lot of people that are in relationships, and I've been in relationships where I've been so comfortable, not necessarily happy,
but
comfortable.
It's like, do I leave this? And it's kind of, and you start thinking of random stuff like, and she does cook every 3 weeks, like once, like was random stuff that you start lying to yourself.
And it's not even just, you know what's so crazy? I think it's that, and then on top of that, I think a lot of people, especially people who may have personal issues or maybe mental issues or whatever, people might feel like they know me. I don't want to have to explain myself to somebody else. I don't want to have to see if somebody else is going to accept me. Like, you get what I'm saying? Nikki just said in the comments, you know, being comfortable will hinder you. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's the truth in general, like even in business.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, you get too comfortable, you'll be stuck there for 30 years.
Yeah. And they be stuck on the back burner.
Facts. Facts. Be stuck right on the back burner. Like, Jose said on Instagram, which I was saying about little old me. Oh, nah, I was telling Andre and the rest of everybody else, I was telling everybody about the story, about how we just had a conversation the other day, and we was basically saying that, you know, at a certain point in our life, we got to learn what parts of the past that we got to leave in the past. You get what I'm saying? Because people are going to come to check their fly traps. People are going to come and check and make sure you're still available, make sure they can still play with you how they want to play with you. And then, not for nothing, let's really be adults here, right? I know this podcast is typically PG, right? But we're going to go PG-13, right? Because we're adults, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are people, right, who will know that you're comfortable with them, and they'll play with your emotions, And
Yeah.
it can even be sex, right?
Mhm.
They know that y'all have a connection. So they'll throw little, they might even be sending you inappropriate pictures, like you get what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
giving you little comments and stuff like that, thirst traps. But
Mhm.
every time you go to take it a step further, it's like, oh, you know, I'm busy, I'm this. And it
Yeah.
was all just to reel you in,
Yeah.
and it stopped your progression in whatever situation you was in.
Yeah. It's like that a lot of times. At the end of the day, then you just got to realize how much time you wasted. Like,
I'm telling you.
because you have to really tell yourself, like, I'm not here trying to be the right person for the wrong person. Like,
That's a fact. That's a fact. And the sad part about it is this, bro. There are people who they'll entice you with things that they know that you like about them, right? When we talk about the fly trap, they will entice you with things that they know that you like about them, whether it's just a conversation, whether it's just this, they'll entice you with any of that just to get what they want from you. And what they want from you might be emotional support. It might just be a conversation. It might be sex. It might be whatever. It might be money. Whatever it is that they want from you, they will entice you with that. They're going to go check their fly trap. And you might not be the only person in the fly trap.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Some of these people, or we could even call it a spider web, right? Like some of these spiders is coming to check they web, see who in there, who can I get what from, and like Nikki just said, it will drain every piece of you because energy costs, bro. And not for nothing, a lot of us is giving it out for free.
Yeah.
A lot of us is giving it out for free
With no receipt.
With no receipt. So I can't
get this back. Like,
I can't even get a return on this. No receipt. You know the policy. No receipt, no return. Like, you get what I'm saying? Nikki says leeches out here for real. And not for nothing. I had to realize that.
What do I call HR for my feelings back?
You where I get these feelings back from? You feel me? Like, yo, and not for nothing, like, yo, Hov said, say it louder for the people in the back. That's a fact. That's a fact. Like, and Nikki just said something very, very, very important. And I'm gonna make sure we highlight that. The price just went up on energy. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
The price went up. What Fat Joe said? He said, yesterday price, not today price.
Exactly.
The price just went up.
You can't be giving me EBT energy and expecting a steak.
Hey, hey, because you don't get hot food with this.
Exactly.
You don't get hot food with EBT. I'm sorry, before your EBT used to hit here, right?
Yeah.
You can't get hot food here no more. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, you can't, because the price just went up. Like, and I ain't gonna hold you. That's how we gotta really start treating ourselves.
We gotta start putting budgets on our energy that's given out.
Come on. At the end, you know what's so crazy? I had a conversation with somebody about this, and I was telling them that nowadays, and I'm not perfect at it, the same way that when you're working towards a new budget with your money, you know, you slip up in certain areas and stuff like that. So I'm not perfect at it, but I got a plan in place and I'm working at it. And I treat my energy like a bank account, plain and simple. So if somebody call me and I don't have I don't have it on me, I can't give you something that I don't have. So now I'm gonna give you energy that I don't have, that you probably not even going to use, that you probably going to go get somebody else that's on your fly trap or whatever. I'm going to give you energy that I don't have. Give you time. Exactly. Invest time. Time is an investment. And I'm sorry, I don't know if this is a known fact, but listen, how do said in Paid in Full when he was like, what Cameron said, he was like, yo, people get shot every day, B. People die every day, B. And I can't afford to possibly give my last bit of energy to somebody that I know is just checking a fly trap. Just wasting my energy. Just you especially when we talk about relationships where it's like, all right, you and your man going through it, so now you want to come check your fly trap and you want to be talking to me all day every day for the next 2 weeks, and then now when things start getting good, now you just up and disappear.
Where you been?
I'm good. I'm good off of that, because now you just wasted energy and you could have been giving that to yourself. All that time you spent on the phone with that person, the every time they
And then-
call you, they got a problem.
And then you don't even realize that people don't appreciate you till you're gone.
Hey now,
Like,
hey now, hey now. That's a fact.
like,
That's a fact.
like
And why is that? Why am I only appreciated when I dip?
because nobody don't. Because as long as you there, it's like you ever want to be around somebody. What is a relationship? You want to be you don't want to be around them, but it's just their presence. Like literally, and it's not even always in a bad way. You ever been like just hanging with your girl, and then y'all don't got to be doing nothing. Y'all could just be sitting across each other on the couch, but
Bro,
y'all there with each other. So it's like,
we chilling.
yeah. So some of that, sometimes it's like that's that good energy. Like, yo, sometimes I just want to be around you. Some people is like they use you to fill in these gaps of what they're looking for the perfect person in 5 different people.
All right, Bishop Dre Jakes.
I'm saying,
Bishop Dre Jakes. Like,
I'm saying you.
listen, I agree with you. I think there's a lot of people. Guys, say that one more time. I'm not even gonna quote you. Say that one more time. It's a lot of people.
I literally don't.
It's a lot of people looking for the right person in 5 different people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna let that marinate. Like, I'm gonna hold you. Like, that's why you got people that are in relationships that are the best thing for them. They're in workplaces that are probably the best thing for them, but there's something that's lacking. So what they do? Oh, I'm gonna go talk to her because she like to go to the club, and maybe my man don't like to go to the club. Or I'm gonna go talk to him because he got a little bit more money, but my man he's an aspiring entrepreneur, or he's moving up on his job, but he ain't quite get the raise yet. So I'm gonna go talk to him because he could give me a little bit more money. Or
treating you like seasons and clothes, like what I feel like wearing today.
See treating you like seasons and clothes. What do I feel like wearing today? What do I feel like wearing today? I'm not even gonna hold you when we talk about the fly trap. I don't think there's nothing else that sums it up. Getting treated like seasons and clothes. What do I want to wear today? I'm gonna hold you. Now, usually I do not be pushing this like this, right? I do not be jacking this like this, or not. I don't. I'm telling you right now. Share this video. Put it in Messenger. Cause I just feel like this conversation is so real. Like it's bro.
It makes you think about everyday life. Like,
and to be honest with you, let's really keep it real. I think a lot of people who watch this has a person or entity in mind, and the next conversation is going to be very different.
Yeah, like unless you're 100%, and some people are not committed people, there's a lot of people with options out here.
We all got options, bro. We all got, but you know what's so crazy? When you in the fly trap, you limit yourself to that option whole time. Like you only looking at one side of the menu. You have to like it's almost like, you know how you go to a restaurant and the only thing you can look at is the kids menu? Like when you was a kid, whole time it's a whole nother big behind menu, but you only got the backside. Like, so you looking at the kids menu, you got all the small meals, and they looking at the entrees, the main courses, the drink packages, the combos. Like, nah, that's a fact. We all got options. We all got options, bro. It's real. Yeah, it's real.
But then there's some people out here that won't even eat what they know is good, but they'll try stuff because you either hear about it and
that. Like, why is it that we won't that we won't do what we know is good for us? Like, why won't people leave the fly trap?
Some people can't. They can't. Some people rather, because so many people at the end of the day. And this has come with life too, and I know how to put it in a life way, but so many people want relations without a relationship. So it's like nobody knows how to, like the same thing. Everybody wants to make good money, but don't want to work here. But it's like, when do you take that leap? Everybody wanna, but you get so comfortable with it, like, yo, I'm making good money, but I could be making great money. But when you want to take that leap,
right,
you trapping yourself sometimes,
right.
Like you lower your own standards when you get trapped at
That's
places.
a fact. And then even going to the people who don't want to work. You know how many people I hear that say they want to be an entrepreneur, they say they want to do, all sorts of different things, right? But they become an entrepreneur. Like, all right, Daddy told me a story, right? Yes, I'm 31 years old and I call my father Daddy. Say something, right? Daddy told me a story, and he said he had a friend, right, that used to do ice cream trucks, right? And he said when he was doing the ice cream truck and he worked for somebody else, he would work 7 days a week, like 7 days a week, always on the truck. When he got his own truck, nigga was taking days off. Oh, I really don't feel like working today. This, that, and the third. And you get so many people that are entrepreneurs, and they'll work 56, 80 hours for somebody else,
but won't do that for themselves because you get too comfortable, like, and don't want to work. Most people don't want to work. Like the same thing where it comes to friendships, family, relationships. At the end of the day, a lot of people just like the idea of people. Like you like the idea of people.
I like that you said that, because at the end of the day, I've been told on multiple occasions. Let me not even say that. I'm going to say on multiple occasions. I'm going to say I've been told that I was somebody's like dream person. Like you're the guy, like you're just everything I ever needed. Like while somebody was like in a relationship, right? Yeah. Like yo, like if he was just half the person you was, like, so why you don't want to be with me?
Why exactly?
Like why? Like drop the zero, get with a hero. Like why? Why you don't want to
level up?
Right, level up. Like, you get what I'm saying? But that was in my younger days, right? And then I really had to realize, like, that's cap.
Yeah,
that's cap. I don't want to hear like I'm like, bro, I'm really to the point where it's like, I don't want to hear that I'm everything you ever needed in life. And I'm not talking about relationships. I'm just saying in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I don't want to hear from anybody that what I bring to the table is everything you ever needed in life, if that's not what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to go to a company and like, oh, you're so great. You're the best employee we ever had.
So pay me more.
Give me a raise. Mm-hmm. Give me a raise. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Like, don't try to, if every time I look for a guy, I try to compare them to you and just see if they could just be just like you. Then so why you not with me then? Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying me personally, but I'm saying like, yo, men, women,
because they love the idea of it.
And that's what I was getting to.
Exactly.
Some people really love the idea of you.
Mm-hmm. And that's it.
Bro, I promise you, there's phone calls I don't answer. There's text messages I do not answer. And I'm not saying I'm saying even friendship. Mm-hmm. What am I answering for?
Yeah.
For you to just like, for some reason, just
to think I'm back on that track.
I'm good. Mm-hmm. I'm good. You gotta show me again, and I want to make this clear: friendship, relationship, job. You have to show me. You have to show me. Mm-hmm. That you hear for it. You hear this, like, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Not, I just want to talk my talk, and then when I get done using you for your conversation or whatever it is that I'm just gonna bounce.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, when somebody says that, you're everything I need in life, the whole nine.
Right.
Word, shout out Kaya.
Right. Hold on.
Sure, good. Got me looking.
I'm about to drop something real quick. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. But it really gives you that idea. If I'm so-called the best person you ever need in life, what are you bringing to the table?
Right. Do you got a spoon, a fork, some butter, something?
Yeah. Some butter water?
Like... Right. Something? Like, come on. Like, I don't even want to hear it. Listen, real quick, I'm not gonna go too far off track. Listen, Kaya Williams, Empower Fitness. Listen, y'all gotta understand, right? There's not a lot of things that I promote.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like it's not. If y'all see me, I either got Kingdom Hoops on, something about God, a better me, a better we. That's it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Empower Fitness. First of all, we just gonna talk about that apparel, the shirt. It's comfortable, light,
well fitted.
Like the fit is amazing. How your cuts and your struts showing. You get what I'm saying? And then when you work out in it, so you can wear it on the go, you can just be walking around chilling, as y'all can see, calm fit. And then if you work out in it, the way it absorbs sweat, like it's just Empower Fitness, right? Empower Fitness. Kaya is an amazing trainer, not just trainer, but nutritionist as well. So you get all of that and certified, right? So you get all of that in one package. She does virtual sessions if you're not in the area, like all of that. So y'all see her on the screen. If y'all have fitness needs, y'all hit her up. I believe the website is empowerfitness.com. Kaya, if I'm wrong, put it in the comments for me, please. If I'm wrong, empowerfitness.com. And y'all just tap in. I'm telling y'all, tap in. You won't regret it. You will not regret it.
This commercial was brought to you by Empowerment Fitness.
This commercial is brought to you by Empower Fitness. Mm-hmm. Schedule your what they call it, your consultation today with Kaya Williams. Mm-hmm. All right, so back to the fly traps. Right? Back to the fly traps. We really got to get away from these people.
Yeah.
But how though? Like, all right, we're gonna change environments. We understand. Oh, Kaya, come on. That is not needed. That's all love. That's all love. Just send some love. Send some love our way. That's all we need. Some love. But we understand we got to change our environment. What if you can't change your environment? Like, what if I'm stuck where I'm at? Like, let's say the person live next. Let's say it's my next door neighbor, and I got a 2-year lease. Like, how do I get out this fly trap?
I don't know you. Like, literally, I'll treat you like I don't know you. Like, don't ask me for no sugar. Don't come knocking on my door for nothing. Like, right. Like none of that. And that's where we really, sometimes we throw out, sometimes we throw ourselves in that fly trap. Where it's literally like, you sit there and break up with somebody, but you over there knocking on shorty door like, yo, I left my shoelaces over there.
Yo, like, and you know what's so funny? They got jokes about that now, like memes, videos, and stuff. Like, yo, don't talk to me. I just came to get my washcloth. Like, yeah, like, bro, if you don't go buy another washcloth, like, what's wrong with you? Like,
and that's one thing. But what you have in your mind that it's time to move on for whatever situation,
right?
You got to make that move. Like,
and that's what Kaya just said just now. You have to change your mindset if you can't get out of it. You got to change your mindset. And I was hoping that somebody said that. Because that's really, to me, in my opinion, that's really the beginning stages of every part of growth. Yeah. It all starts, of anything in general, it all starts in your mind, right? And we do certain things subconsciously without even realizing it. Like, we blink subconsciously, we breathe subconsciously, but everything happens in our mind first. Yeah. Before I pick my arm up, like, it happened in my mind already. There was a signal that was sent to my brain that said to move this, move that. Everything starts in our mind.
We got to remember at the end of the day, what they say, we wake up every morning with two things, a chance and a choice.
Right. A chance to do better and the choice to stop the BS.
Oh, I about to say a chance to get away from this person and the choice not to put hands on, but
hey, listen.
It works either way.
Listen, and to be honest with you, that might be some people's stilo. That might be something that some people are struggling with, because I know a few people that's struggling with that. Like, you get what I'm saying? And again, I do just want to clarify, we're not talking about domestic violence.
Not at all.
Right? I'm not saying like somebody want to put their hands on their partner or nothing like that. Because I know that when we were talking about fly trap, we were talking about relationships. So I don't know nobody be like, oh, he said you told Hoppo to beat me. I don't want nobody saying that. That's not what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that when we talk about tribes, the tribes can be friends, jobs, work. You know how many people I work with? I was like, nah, I ain't gonna lie, Trey. I'm finna turn this workplace up right now. Like that's some people's struggle.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
And
so
sometimes we get caught in these fly traps with a good time. Like, no many times it's like, yo, I'm not your whole situation. I'm not dealing with this person no more. Hey, yo, I got a bottle, or if you smoke, are you trying to smoke? Oh, the game on. I got the. It's always different ways to try to reel you back in. I'll tell you, sometimes you gotta start fishing in different lakes. I'm tired of catching the same fish. Like,
listen, watch this, right? I said this to somebody before, right? And I've heard this before, like from just different people. If you look at a lot of the stuff that people go through, right? Like a lot of old church people, right? If something bad happened, they're like, "Oh, it's the enemy," right? Referring to the devil. Oh, that's the enemy, right? Oh, the enemy did this. That's why my car broke down. That was the enemy, right? The devil did this, right? What I realized is, right, even if you look biblically, right, if you look in the Bible, right, tell me a time when we talk about temptation, tell me a time that somebody was tempted with something that they didn't like. It's always going to be dressed up nice for you.
Yeah.
The stuff that's not good for you, so that person, that job, that situation that's not good for you is going to be dressed up like everything you ever needed at that particular moment.
It goes with everyday life that we live now. It's going to be dressed up nice. I could go get a cheeseburger for $1, but you want me to pay $20 for a salad.
Right.
What's more healthy for me?
Right.
They're going to dress it up nice,
right.
knowing it's not good for you.
Right. Listen, Kaya just said, and I think this one is really big, setting boundaries helps a lot. And then she followed up and said, and standing on it. That's what my therapist said. Stand behind your decisions because you're the only one making them. Listen, if you don't want to deal with this person no more, if you don't want to deal with this situation no more, if you don't want to deal with whatever your circumstance is, like Kaya said, you got to be the one to set those boundaries.
Yeah.
And stand on it, because so many times people don't take us serious because 1 minute we saying one thing, next minute we saying another thing, and people know they can get over on us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, if I know I'm not strong enough to say no, I just won't answer.
Mm-hmm. Don't put yourself in the situation.
Yeah, we just won't talk. And the same result is going to happen. I'm going to leave the situation, but we just not going to talk. I'm not jacking it.
You allow yourself.
Yeah, like I'm not jacking it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just like people that I know that's like in recovery and stuff like that for whatever the drug or substance might be or whatever it is, right? Certain situations, depending on where they are at in their journey, they don't even put themselves in because they understand the consequences. That's a boundary that they set for themselves. And at the end of the day, like Kaya said, you got to set that boundary for you because you're the only one making those decisions, and you're making those decisions for you, and they're going to benefit you. So stop. And I got to say this, I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant. So stop saying, oh, well, if I do this, then this person is going to feel like this. And, oh, I can't let this person down because they do this and they've done this and they've done. What about you? Yeah. At what point are you going to say, yo, but what about me? Yeah. You so busy worried about how this person going to feel if you stop talking to them, or you stop answering their texts, or you tell them that you can't do this no more, or you say that you need a break, or you say you want to break up, or you ready to move on.
But then you get stuck being a puppet. Like the same thing I said a while ago when I was on one of your episodes. It's like, literally, if you don't love you, nobody else can love you. Like,
that's a fact.
So at the end of the day, now all you are is just somebody else's puppet of what they want in somebody instead of, like, at the end of the day, you shouldn't be in a relationship to not even a relationship, a friendship. I'm trying to figure out the words behind it.
You shouldn't be in a situation.
Like, if it's not literally that same energy put in, so it's literally you out here being somebody's puppet. Like, I think this is what they like. But does this make you happy? So now I'm just running around with my head down. Like,
and my thing is that you, right? I had a conversation, right? I had a conversation And I had a conversation with my girl, right? And I'm telling her, I'm like, yo. And I don't know how she gonna feel about me saying this, but I'm gonna say it, right? I had a conversation with her and I said, listen, if at any point you have to be anything other than you, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, nobody should ever have to say, like I should never have to come to a point, right? Putting it on me, right? I should never have to come to a point and say, all right, well, this girl likes this, she likes that, she likes this, she's like that, so that's what I have to be. That's not me.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to completely try to attempt to change my entire personality, possibly my look.
You know what it's a prime example of and almost the equal of is when you tell a lie. And you know when they say when you tell a lie, now I got to think of another lie behind that. So when you come in not being yourself to please somebody else,
come on.
Now I got to keep up with that expectation of, like if I'm around you, I get to be like, I'm me.
Right.
I don't got to think about what I say, what I do around you. But now if I'm around somebody else and I'm like, I want them to see me as this person and that.
Right.
So now I got to keep subconsciously all the time. So it's like when you say you got to make up more lies or something.
Right.
So now I got to keep like, oh no, they like this. They do this. They want me to be this. And now it's
stressful. It can drive you crazy.
And it brings on that other form of depression right there. When you sit there and keep telling yourself, now I got to be this for this person. Like,
yeah, that's a fact. Being fake could kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Being fake could kill you. It'll stress you out. Nikki said, those little jokes be serious. That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. Those little jokes be serious. Don't let them play with you. Boundaries. Mm-hmm. Don't let them play with you. Like plain and simple. Like take it back. Take it back. That's it. Stop letting them play with you. Tell them to put some respect on your name. Take it back. Stop letting people play with you like that, right? Regardless of the situation, right? We're not going to go over the situations over. Regardless of the situation, stop letting people play with you. Set boundaries that are conducive for your growth, right? I'm not saying that you got to go, because sometimes when you tell people stop letting people play with you, people just think that, like, some people take it and they want to bully. I'm not saying that. I'm saying stop letting people step over things that's a part of your core values, right? Stop letting people put you in a fly trap, go live their life in whatever aspect and come back and think that they could just, oh, what's up, big head? Like, no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. Stop letting people not support your business and then try to come back and circle back like, yeah, I knew you was gonna make it all along.
But do I get a discount? No, you're gonna pay top dollar. And you're gonna pay for the shipping and handling.
Yes.
No, it's free.
Yesterday prices, not today, because at the end of the day, even now, bro, I know who share. I know who like. When this get lit, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna not show you love.
Mm-hmm.
Don't play.
You wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. You ain't want to mess with me until you seen everybody else was messing with me.
And you ever realize that too? When it comes to relationships, especially relationship friendships, everybody and their mama want you when you in a relationship.
Yeah.
And when you single.
Look. Hold on. Here it go. Ain't no U-turns. Mm-hmm. Ain't no U-turns. You can't spin a block on me no more. That's it. You can't spin a block on me no more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not with that. Look. Natalie said plus interest rate. Yes, they like that. You paying top dollar plus interest.
Exactly.
Top dollar plus interest. So and when I say I'm saying we have to stop letting these people in situations. We gotta get out of these fly traps.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, right, and I usually do this when I'm preaching, right? But right now I'm going to do something that might be a little unorthodox for a podcast, right? I need everybody that's listening right now, right? Whether you're listening at a later date or listening live, touch your shoulder, whatever shoulder you want, whatever hand, touch your shoulder and say, I'm him. And if you're a female, touch your shoulder and say, I'm her.
I am him.
I'm him. When you look up him in the dictionary, that's how I feel. When you look up him in the dictionary, it's a picture of me. I'm him. I'm him. I'm really him. Like, I'm him. And with that being said, you cannot spin the block on me. You cannot. You're not gonna circle around and think I'm still gonna be in here. I moved on to bigger and better things because I'm him. I'm the guy.
And you gotta really take that. It says don't oceanside parking. Don't try to park next to me. Like,
yeah, that's the
no
worst
parking.
thing. You ever be driving on the highway and somebody driving like neck and neck with you? Like, bro, come on.
Mhm.
Either slow down or speed up. Why you want to be right next to me? That's so, for me, that's so uncomfortable. That's so uncomfortable. But nah, we know our worth. If you listening, you watching right now, we declaring today, I know my worth. I'm her. I'm really her right now. Like, I'm her.
No cap.
No cap. No exaggeration. I'm her. Nikki said, when I wake up in the morning, I look in the mirror and say, good morning, beautiful. Know your worth. I'm not basic. That's a fact. And I'm putting that on the screen because that's a fact.
You know, Nikki ain't end the sentence here. She was like, I'm not a basic.
Cheers. He said, I look in the mirror and say, good morning, beautiful. Know your worth. I'm not basic. That's a fact. It's nothing basic about me.
Mm-hmm.
Look at your neighbor and say it's nothing basic about
Neighbor? Ain't nothing basic about me.
Listen,
It really not.
I'm
Like,
telling you, and that's just how we gotta handle ourselves so we don't get in these situations where people think they could circle the block and come and pick us back up.
that's the main thing is knowing your worth. You don't know our worth.
I'm telling you, the audacity at this point in my life, the audacity of you to think that you could spin the block on me.
Mm-hmm.
The audacity to think that you could spin the block on me.
Yeah.
Nah.
You gotta let people know. I said I got a text not that long ago for somebody I speak to in 3 years.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I told somebody recently. I was cool with. I'm on a little while ago. It was probably maybe a year or so ago. And I told somebody recently, I said, yo, I just realized we ain't never gonna be friends. Like we never gonna be friends. Like I want to be a friend, but I just realized and like that we're never gonna be friends. And it sucks because I want to be your friend. I want to be cool with you, but I just realized it's just
can't.
Like, nah. And facts is facts.
You say gotta go.
You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, I just really feel like you things really have to be mutual.
Yeah. If the feeling's not mutual, I'm giving out my energy and you just gonna suck it up. Like
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying. Like and that's why I said that. Like, you know, when I said, yo, I just realized we never gonna be friends. It's because it's not mutual.
Yeah.
Not because the person is a bad person or I'm doing something wrong. But the key is that if I'm pouring this, at some point it gotta be, and not necessarily, I don't want to say even exchange, because we've been conditioned to like 50-50. Like things gotta be 50-50 or whatever. And it's not necessarily 50-50. Like sometimes, like, and you know this even with us, sometimes I might give 80, you might only have 50 to give, but then when I don't have nothing to give, you might have 30 to give.
But you know, here's a prime example too, is that a lot of times we look for the wrong things inside of friendships and relationships. At the end of the day, if I get into a relationship or a friendship, I don't want somebody to complete me. I want them to compliment me. And that's what we look for, and we're wrong. We're looking for people to complete us.
Right.
Like we're not whole already.
That's
no, I get into a relationship. I don't want you to complete me as a person.
Right. Because that means that there's something missing in me. And
exactly. I want you to compliment me the same way I'm gonna compliment you.
Facts, bro. Facts, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That is like, I had that in my brain. Like, you know how you have something,
but you don't know how to.
That was the one. That was the one. Like that was the one. Let's look at our comments real quick. That was the one. I ain't gonna hold you. That was it. Like Natalie said in our comments, she said, I use a fluted champagne glass to gargle with in the morning, not a paper cup. I celebrate me. Listen, if I'm her was a person. Nikki said in our comments, You can be friends with people for years and realize they're not good for who you're becoming. I'm not on that time no more. Sometimes you gotta go. Nikki also said you can outgrow people. Natalie said, I love fried chicken, but I'm an eagle. I can't hang in the chicken coop. Bro, you gotta know your surroundings. You really gotta know your surroundings. And then lastly, Nikki said, we have to complete ourselves. If that person is gone, then you have a piece missing. Come on, bro. Come on. Talk, Dre. Talk, Dre. Talk your talk. Like, bro, this is why it kills me. This is why it kills me when people are in relationships and they're like, oh, but you don't make me happy. You not doing this for me. You not. What are you doing? What are you doing for you, my guy?
Yeah.
Men and women alike. What are you doing for you, my guy? Because I'm trying to be good.
But just looking at what I can offer and bring to the table.
Exactly. And to be honest with you, that's a different type of stress. When you're invested to somebody and you really care about somebody and you feel like it's solely or a big part of their happiness is on you, that's a lot of stress, especially when you care about somebody.
That's the biggest stress right there. Now, what can I do to make sure this person's day is going good? And if they're not happy, I'm not happy. And
that's a fact. It's a Brian. To be honest with you, it's people struggling with their own stuff, and now you got to try to worry about like the person next to you.
Yeah, and then now you don't want to make them feel type of way, so then you put that fake smile on, and then like the same thing I said earlier, the biggest form of depression is fake happiness.
Facts. And listen, at the end of the day, bro, with all of that, you got to make you happy. You going through stuff every day. Now you responsible for making somebody else happy who's going through stuff every day. Bro, 2 jobs is for 2 people. Like, plain and simple. 2 jobs is for 2 people. I got 1 job and 1 job only. I got to make me good. You got to make you good. But the job is to complement, like you said, to complement each other.
Even what Nikki just said right there, I need to add to your happy. Like,
I need to add to your happiness, not be your happiness. Like, if I'm your happy, I'm sorry. Don't put me over God. If you don't have no happiness and I'm me, a person, a flawed person is your happiness, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna take out the trash one day.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna come on time for I'm like, I'm sorry, yeah. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that, Nick. Nikki also said it's too much pressure on the other person that they need you to complete them. Like, bruh.
That becomes another full-time job.
I'm telling you, and 2 jobs is for 2 people. 2 jobs is for 2 people. Nikki said flesh will fail you, and I'm flesh, so I'm gonna disappoint you sometimes. That's a fact. That's a fact. And I'll be honest with you, bro. I tell people this when I preach. Don't follow me home, because I'm gonna disappoint you. You better take Jesus to your house.
Tell him to take the wheel.
I'm telling you, and that don't mean that I'm out here just doing a bunch of crazy stuff and I'm this really big immoral person, but I'm a person.
Exactly.
I'm not perfect. Like, whether like even on the podcast, I really try to make it clear. Like, I thrive off of having guests, right? I thrive off of having viewers. You get what I'm saying? Like people, and not just viewers, because sometimes people watch but don't comment. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, just watch so I can get the view. I don't want the view. I don't want it to like just one more view. I don't care about 1,000, 1,000,000 views, 1,000,001. Watch so it can help you, or you can say something that will help somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? That's the most important part. Like, you get what I'm saying? So I say all of that to say I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
I don't have all the answers. Yeah. All of these topics, it just be stuff that I think that's good to talk about. But I need y'all to come in and say, yo, you know what? X, Y, and Z. And now I can say, yo, you know what? I never thought about it like that.
The criticism behind it is not bad, but at the end of the day, it's not genuine. Like, I tell a lot of people, even when like I'll be like live on other apps, and some people be like, "Oh no, I do this so some people can start liking me," or I'll be like, they go on certain apps and be like, "No, I'm single." At the end of the day, I'm not gonna put on the front for none of y'all, because at the end
That's
of the
a
day,
fact.
I want you to accept me for who I am.
Right.
So I wouldn't be on none of these other apps, none of these other platforms doing stuff just to be like,
Facts.
okay, come like me.
Facts.
Now I
Facts.
gotta put on this mask every time I come on here, and
That's what I try to teach my son.
I'm not gonna fake laugh around none of
That's
y'all
what,
people. Like,
and that's what I try to teach my son. He want to be a YouTuber so bad. They real big on like friends and views and people liking them. And I'm like, bro, the only reason why I won't let him do it, he's 11, right? The only reason why I won't let him do it, well, you know he 11, but I'm saying that for y'all, right? The only reason why I won't let him do it is because I want to make sure that he's at a point where in his life where he's not seeking validation.
yeah,
Because I never want him, I believe that he'll be successful in anything that he wants to do. But I don't want him to do something and become successful and become dependent on the validation of outside people.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, I can't allow him to go down that rabbit hole and do that, because it'll eat you alive, bro. It'll eat you alive.
When you look at so many of these things on social media, then you try to emulate this and that, and then what happens when you don't get the same response?
Right. What
now
happens?
You feel like your hopes and dreams is crushed.
Right. Now you feel like less of a person. You feel like, nah. All this trying to entertain. And you know what's so crazy? Jay-Z said in the interview one time, he said, or maybe it was a video or something, somebody was recording him. He said, anytime I go in a room, and I used to struggle with this, right? Like, I'm just now starting to not do this. I'm keeping it 100% transparent with y'all. Jay-Z said, when I go into a room, I'm me. I'm not cowering my voice down. Like, how many of us has really, like, people, minorities, right? Gotten on a customer service line, gotten on the phone with somebody that you was going to do an interview with, right? And your voice might sound like mine, and you did something like, hey, how's it going? And, like, try to soften your voice, make it a little more high pitch. Like, no, I'm me. I'm me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be articulate. I'm going to be polite. But why am I changing my voice? Why am I changing my accent? Why am I changing my tone? Like, I'm me.
To fit somebody else's need.
And I'm going to be me. Like, you get what I'm saying? All the time. Code switching, like Kai said. Like, I'm me. And I'm going to be me at all times. You get what I'm saying? You come and check this fly trap, I'm me.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, if you're not, then you're going to attract the wrong type of people.
Right. That's a fact. I am gonna hold you. I really feel like I'm looking at the time right now, and I really feel like. Remember, I told you like this conversation. I said this at the beginning of the episode. Like, I had something else completely different planned, and I just felt like this would be something great to talk about. I feel like there are a lot of people that are gonna watch this and be like, "Dag, I wish I was able to be there live." Like, you know what I'm saying? But everybody that listens to it afterwards will still get the same, like just the same great content, right? Like, I went 3 minutes. I don't want to OD, but I feel like this conversation can go on till tomorrow. Like,
it definitely could.
Like, it definitely could. Nikki said in our comments, she said, if you're confident in yourself and know your worth, you don't need validation. Validation is a plus, but be confident enough to be valid on your own too. That's a fact. On your own 2 feet. Stand 10 toes down. 10 toes down. Kaya said it's natural in a business setting because we're brainwashed to believe our way of speaking or tone is considered unprofessional and ignorant.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lie, Kaya, you about to start something.
Because that's a whole...
You about to start something because I was ready to just, yeah, all right, y'all. But nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Like, there are certain terms and phrases that we use that, of course, in a professional setting, like I wouldn't, if my boss said to me, like, hey, you know, such and such, I probably wouldn't say that's a fact.
Yeah.
I probably would say something along the lines of, you know what, I agree.
You know, like, that's true. See,
that's true. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's certain phrases and terms that you don't use, but to think that our tone is ignorant is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, not even just the vocabulary, like our tone. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. And to be honest with you, I've done it for years. Like I've built a career on it. I've done it for years. Natalie said we have to speak 2 languages in corporate America. That's a fact. That's a fact. And to be honest with you, I think look, Natalie just put it perfect. She said that's another show. And to be honest with you, I think so too.
Yeah.
Like, I think so too, because at the end of the day, I don't care how much we don't want to, in order to make it to a certain place, depending on the field.
Yeah. But it's crazy too, because we're all judged on that just for being us. Because I've actually said it before. I'm literally, I make deliveries, so I see different people like every day. And one time I literally went into a stop, predominantly like white staff, and then I'm delivering to a school. I literally walked in, oh, good morning, everybody, the whole nine, and then like I was speaking like, hopefully everybody have a good day, and literally I'm leaving out, and I hear the lady whisper and tell the other lady like, I'm so surprised. He's definitely polite. Why are you surprised?
Right. What was so surprising about this encounter?
Yeah.
What made you think that this wasn't gonna be like a good encounter? What made you think that?
That's what I'm saying. So like literally to even say that, like I felt more disrespected.
Yeah.
Like I know I was polite. I felt so disrespected. Like,
nah, that's insane. I don't know why.
It's sad. Like,
who logged me out of Instagram? I got logged. I'm sorry, y'all. I got logged out of Instagram. They trying to hack me, and I ain't with it. They trying to hack me. Hold on, let's see. Natalie said in our comments, what you said, Natalie? Other races do it too. You have to be in Bubba's house party. Bubba being non-black. That's a fact. That's a fact. Nikki said, nah, it really is, Kaya. I've listened to my boss mock how we talk, but no one calls it out because she has a husband that looks like us. It doesn't amuse me in my professional voice. That's sad. And then like Nikki said, sometimes people think that they can get married to people that look like us, and then it just make it okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or if they got a friend that look like us, it just make it okay. And I'm not jacking it. I'm sorry, I'm not jacking it. Don't make no sense. It ain't right. Not jacking it. But I ain't gonna keep y'all all night because y'all know I'm very conscious of y'all time. And I really appreciate y'all time, especially because we started at 8:30, about 8:30 when we should have started at 8 o'clock. So I'm very conscious of your time. I'm not gonna play with your time like that. Very conscious of Dre's time because Dre is also a streamer as well. He got some streaming to do, so I don't want to hold him up too long. Shout your platforms out. You can shout your platforms out. You want to shout your platforms out?
What's the name? I'll give you the links to put in there.
All right, boom. Links gonna be in the descriptions below. I had a great time. I had a good time, to be honest with you. I knew it was gonna be a good conversation, bro, but I didn't know that it was really gonna like
hit different.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, like I don't know about y'all listening, but for me, like I feel like this conversation was like, nah, this was different. Like this was different. I learned a lot. Like I learned a lot. Just in general, because I feel like we all got those leeches, those people checking their fly traps, those companies, those situations checking their fly traps, and just listening to y'all, listening to Dre, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was definitely a goodie. So yeah, next week, just so y'all know, like I'm capping season 2 at episode 13, and then we're going to have a special episode where we do an in-person episode the men's conference that we're gonna do. That's gonna be an in-person episode. I'm thinking about having a live audience. Y'all let me know if y'all want to pop out for that, and then we do like the live audience. I think that'd be dope. And then just maybe make a party of it, right? Like a little gathering sort of thing. Like, yeah, I think we might do that. Like real Oprah vibes. Pass the mic around the audience and all that. Like real Oprah vibes. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. But yeah, we got a few more episodes to go before season 2 is over. I feel like it just started. Yeah, I feel like it just started. Season 2 almost over, and then we'll start planning for season 3. I really can't wait for that because season 3 is going to be something special. Yeah, I thought season 1 and 2 was good. I'm already planning for season 3, and it's going to be crazy. So
don't drag it on too much longer.
Last but not least, do not forget that a better me equals a better we. I'll see you guys next week, Tuesday at 8 p.m. You guys have a great